So United's game today was against Fulham. It was the main match on Sunday. It just finished less than 10-15 minutes ago. And this is my thoughts on it, my reaction, my direct reaction from the game. When I first saw the lineup, I was very confused. I don't know why Sesko or Xerxes, or we didn't start with the striker. We started with the same lineup besides Ahmad started instead of Delo on the right wing back position. Yeah, I looked at the formation. I was like, no Sesko, no Xerxes. We're still playing with Mount and Buemo and Cunha, just free roaming and everybody taking up different positions. Well, in reality, it's Cunha playing that striker role, and then Mount on the left, and then Buemo on the right. And honestly, United started the game very well. 2 minutes, 3 minutes in, Cunha hit the post. I wish that chance went in. I was so upset when I didn't see that the ball touch the net after he shot that. And then he had another shot not so long after that. Bruno had an attempt at goal. So the first 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes of the game, United actually played well. And that's usually how most of the games start. We start lively, we have chances, but we can't finish them. That's how most Ruben Amorim games have been at United. Start the game good, have a few chances. Maybe we should have put the chances away, but we can't. And that's always our demise. That's always what ends up to us losing or tying the game. But yeah, Cunha, he started the game very lively. I think him and Mount were our two best players in that first half. Cunha just brings the energy that this team needs, and this team is lacking. If everybody had Cunha's energy, we would be one of the best teams. I think Cunha was unlucky to not get his goal. As the game went on and we weren't capitalizing on our chances, Fulham grew into the game. And I was thinking to myself, this game feels like a must-win game. Last game, you can kind of take the first game of the season and learn from that. Like, you can have time to adjust from there. But once the second game starts, I feel like that's when the season really starts. And I feel like if United didn't win this game, the season was going to be very similar to last season. I feel like we needed this game for the confidence of the coaches, of the players, and the fans in the team. You know, United from a handful of years ago, even under like Ole and Mourinho, we would beat Fulham at home. I mean, we would beat Fulham at Fulham. I'm sorry. I know we've all had struggles over the past. When did Sir Alex leave? 13 seasons ago, we've all had struggles. But under Ole, under Mourinho, I went into games at Fulham. I went into those games confident. Now with this United team, I feel like United have to play a perfect game, or the game has to go perfectly for them. All the fouls have to go towards them. All the decisions that the ref makes have to go towards them. They can't concede first, because if they concede first, we're going to capitulate and completely lose the game. We have to win by at least 2 goals. If we're able to score 2 goals, that's like impossible. First half carry on, United had most of the possession. Fulham grew into the game as the teams usually do against United. The latter 15-20 minutes of the game. But in the 36th minute, United got a penalty. Honestly, I do think it was a penalty. I don't think there's any reason for Calvin Bassey to be swinging Mason Mount like that. I understand you want to get goal side. You want to obviously stay tight to your marker, but there's no reason for him to swing him around like that. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, Bruno, do not mess this up. We really need this goal. For United to score in the first half, that's such a rarity. So please, Bruno, just place it. Bottom corner, choose a side, and just place it. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words trying to explain what Bruno does. He's just so irritating sometimes. He does what Bruno does. He's over here like beefing with the ref because he accidentally bumped into him like it wasn't an accident. Like, why are you making such a big deal about that? Like, just shut up and take the pen, bro. Like, what? And he steps up to take the pen. In my mind, I'm like, he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss. He's gonna miss. He's gonna miss. And what do you know? He blasts it over the crossbar. And I'm just like, Bruno, come on, man. I got on my seat and I was like, Bruno, what are you doing? There's no reason for that. Just place it. Just place it, man. Bruno's first half was abysmal. He lost the possession so many times. He was trying to create stuff and he just can't. It reminds me of the SpongeBob meme. Like, he really wants to play in his normal role in a 10. either on the left side or the right side behind the striker. But Emery's playing him in a 2 next to Casemiro, and I feel like he wants to be on the ball. Like, Bruno's a player that wants to be on the ball. He wants everything to go through him. So it reminds me of the SpongeBob meme where Squidward's inside his house and he's looking at the window, and then Patrick and SpongeBob are outside like hanging out, and Squidward just looks in there. He's all sad, and he's like, man, I want to be doing what they're doing, but I'm stuck over here. That's exactly what Bruno reminds me of when he's playing center mid. He just looks uncomfortable there. He looks like he can't play his game, and he looks like he doesn't have the discipline to play there. And I know many people have said that before, but I think it's even more evident this season. I just don't think he can play that role, and I know it's crazy coming from the United captain that he can't play that role, but I don't think it's benefiting the team at all. He wants to be on the ball as much as he can, but in the way that we play and we build up, he's just part of the build-up. Cunha and Buemo and Mount, they're the ones that are going to be on the ball. And Bruno, I don't know, man. It just doesn't suit his play. He always says, I can play cam, I can play the A, I can play a deep line midfielder if you need me to, but I don't think he can, man. I think he's just a cam. And Ruben Amorim's going to have to figure something out. I mean, Bruno can play the cam and just play Kobe. I don't know why that's not a thing. I mean, that's what we're playing in preseason, and we look better. I don't know, man. Bruno missed his penalty, then soon after that, the first half was over. The second half starts, and it's all Fulham. Fulham is attacking United. They have all the possession. They're creating the chances. And I'm like, this is exactly what I didn't want as a United fan. I felt like it was going to be one of those games where we start off well, and then the second half, it's just, since we didn't score our chances in the first half, Fulham's going to score their chances, and it's going to end like 2-0, 1-0 to Fulham. But actually, Ruben Amorim makes subs very early on into the second half. Around the 50th minute, he brings on Diego Dalot and Benjamin Sesko, and I was like, okay, yes, now we have a striker. Now we might be able to, create something. We have a target man up there. I was very confused with the Dalot substitution. I know Ahmad didn't have his best game, but I was like, okay, he's taking out Ahmad for Dalot, which is like for like. He took out and then he took out Casemiro for Sesko. And I was like, does that mean Mount's gonna go back to center mid? Dalot was kind of playing that inverted center mid with Bruno, and then Mount would drop a little bit, but he was still just a little bit above where Bruno was. I don't know if it really benefited us, but a couple minutes after, we finally scored a goal. United finally scored a goal in the Premier League season, and it was the most scrappy goal you could possibly score, but we take all that we can get. We get a corner, Brian Mbeumo whips it in. Beautiful cross, by the way. Euro gets his head to it, and honestly, Euro's header was probably going wide, but his header hits off Rodrigo Muniz, and then it skips past Leno, and Leno couldn't do anything about it. It's a scrappy goal, but as a United fan, you take all that you can get. You can't be too picky with how we score our goals. I was happy that they gave Lenny Yoro the goal. I think after the game, now it's considered an own goal. But Lenny Yoro has been one of our consistent players, and he was one of our better players today. I remember the challenge he had on the Fulham player. When it looked like he was about to take a shot on Bayern Deer, he got his foot in. Euro is so consistent for us, so I'm glad he was able to get a goal today. He deserves it. After the goal, I kind of calmed down. I'm like, okay, we got a goal. Now we can kind of calm down as a team, try to keep possession, and push for that second goal. But it doesn't have to be right away. But it looked like after we scored our goal, the team didn't know what to do. They were like, oh my gosh, we're actually leading a game. We're actually winning a Premier League game. What do we do? How do we do this? I feel like the team was playing so rash and making bad decisions, especially Bruno and Dalot. I was so confused with the decision making in the second half. I was just like, what are you guys doing? Like, we're winning the game. You don't need to rush anything. Take your time. The second goal will come if you're just patient and you stay in your block. Just be patient. It's gonna come. And then United did the complete opposite. It was so frustrating to watch. That time between United scoring a goal and Fulham scoring their equalizer was so bad. It was horrid. The build-up play was trash. We couldn't connect with each other. The forwards, they didn't even get any service or the ball. Benjamin Sesko, it wasn't even his fault, but he was just doing cardio out there. And Buemo and Cunha looked tired. Okay, another note. Embuemo and Cunha look tired, especially in the latter stages of the second half. And I don't know what Xerxes' fitness levels are, but if he's on the bench, that means he can play, right? So why are you not giving him at least like 15 minutes, 10 minutes to come on and try to change the game? It makes no sense to me. You can tell Cunha and Embuemo were tired. They were walking. And I didn't get it. I'm like, Xerxes on the bench. Use him. What's the point? After our goal, it looked like we didn't know how to react. It's like we just got too ahead of ourselves. Fulham made some good substitutions. They brought in Emil Smith-Rowe. They brought in Raul Jimenez, and that kind of changed their game. They looked more dynamic after they came in, and literally 2 minutes after they made those substitutions, Emil Smith-Rowe scores. Fulham crosses the ball. Lenny Euro clears it out. Diogo Dalot, the ball is coming to him, right? The ball is coming to him. His back is over there. Well, no, duh, his back is over there. But his back is facing that way. Ball's coming to him. He has Bruno right here in front of him. He can just control it and play it to Bruno. But no, he decides to do a little turn and he goes like this and he loses possession. I don't know why he was trying to be so cheeky in that position. Just play it to Bruno, play it simple, play it safe. And Anthony Robinson gets the ball. He crosses it in. Ball gets past the lid and Luke Shaw doesn't cover Emil Smith-Rowe's run. And it's an easy finish pass by in there. Fulham equalized. And honestly, it was mainly just United being United. You know, that goal could have been avoided if Dalot didn't do that. And if Luke Shaw was able to track the runner. Or if Dalot was able to get the ball, clear the ball before that. It was just not a good goal to concede. It's not going in. I did not have any hope for us to score a second and try to win the game. And if anything, I thought Fulham was going to score a second and win the game. And that's what it looked like. They had more chances. They had more possession. And after they scored, it was just all Fulham. All Fulham. The only chance United really had was off a corner. Once Amram put in Maguire and Aiden Haven, I was kind of confused. I know Euro and Luke Shaw look tired, and maybe Luke Shaw makes sense, but I don't understand why Euro came out. But it's kind of sad to see that United is trying to win games just by playing, what's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to win games off like set pieces and corners using like the tallest people they can have on the field. That's why Amram subs in Maguire at the end of the game. That's why he subbed in Aiden Haven at the end of the game. Like, okay, are we United or are we just Stoke City? You feel me? Like, I don't know. It's not a sight you want to watch, but I understand when it gets rough, you just have to win the game. And Amarin, man, I don't know. Question marks are going to rise. I know it's only the second game of the season, but if he doesn't change something quick, I don't know. This can be a very, very long season. I understand he wants to stick to his 3-4-2-1 formation. It worked for him in Portugal, but this is not Portugal. Okay? You're not playing freaking Visco da Gama every week, bro. Like, you're playing the best teams in the world on a weekly basis. I think he has to realize that this formation, yes, we might look better defensively, but we don't create anything going forward. The only reason we created stuff was because of Cunha and Mason Mount, right? But we don't offer enough service to our attacking players and we don't get them involved enough because due to this formation and how the style of play. I think he has to put his pride to the side and realize, man, I don't think this formation is going to work for this United team and in the Prem. I think I got to switch it up. But I don't think he's going to do that. Another thing he has to do, because Bruno did not get any better in the second half, he can't be afraid to take out Bruno. If you're playing Bruno in that center mid role and he's not playing well, put in Kobe. You see how well Kobe played in preseason? And yes, it's preseason. But that counts for something. I don't understand why he's so afraid to take out Bruno. I don't care who it is. If they're not playing well, take them out. Just because Bruno's the captain doesn't mean he has to stay on the field all game, play every single minute. No. I think if you take out Bruno and put Kobe in, we play better. We probably played better as a team because Bruno was not helping us. Bruno was playing against us. I don't know. Amarin has to change something. United can't keep playing like this and expect results. at the end of the game, I just told myself, I'm like, United are a mid-table club, and I just have to face it. I just have to deal with the fact that United are really bad right now. And look at the way we're playing. Or we're getting a draw at Craven Cottage. And Fulham are a good team, but the way we played, once we went a goal up, it felt like we didn't know what to do. We're just like, what do you do now? We're winning. What do you do when you're winning? What do we do, guys? How do we keep a lead? Team just looked uncomfortable. We didn't know what to do. And Fulham was bound to come back into this game. It's just disappointing. It's frustrating. I don't know what my neighbors are doing. They're over here. It's 11 in the morning. What are you doing, bro? Can y'all hear that? They doing too much. Oh, and then my dog going. Man, see, even my dog's mad about it. I think my last words for this video is hammering out. No, I'm playing. Am I? But it's just the same old from United. I did a video yesterday on AC Milan saying that they're playing almost the same way as they ended last season, and I think it's the same thing for United this season. The same way that we ended last season is coming back into this season. Nothing's changed too much, and we got to change something if we don't want to finish and be a mid-table club. But in reality, I think we're just a mid-table club, and it's hard to deal with that. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully United play better in the next game. I think our next Premier League match is against Burnley, and if we don't beat Burnley convincingly, might as well just finish 15th again. I'm sorry, but yeah, man, I catch y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Peace.